I know YouTube is already full of videos about The Last of Us Remake, but still, I wanna give my thoughts about this new remake version. There's no denying that this is one of the best games ever made, but it came out in 2013, so it's already more than 9 years old. And you can clearly see that if we compare the characters from the PS4 version and the PS5 version. Ellie suddenly doesn't look like a kid anymore, but looks more like a full grown-up teenager. And Joel looks at least 10 years older. Bill also looks 10 years older. But Tess looks 20 years older, almost like a grandmother. But their face animations and their expressions look a lot better, and they also look a lot more realistic, and that goes for the world also. The environment and the lighting has gotten a big improvement. It looks way more realistic now. But that also means that we lost some of that color palette that we got from the PS3 and PS4 version, and that looked a bit more cartoonish. And I think that's also a reason why a lot of people don't like it, because we were used to those colors and that art style. And of course, once you make something more realistic, you lose some of that style. Anyway, there's no denying that the PlayStation 5 version looks a lot better and more realistic. Unfortunately, I cannot show you any footage because I didn't bought it, because I think that $80 is just too much for this remake. But I'm pretty sure you already saw some footage because YouTube is full of comparison videos. I'm just here to answer the question, is it worth your money? And I don't think it is. I really love this game, but I cannot justify that price. We already bought it twice on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 version. They already made The Last of Us 2, so they have the new engine and all the new assets. So most of the work is already done. The only thing they needed to do was import the game, all the files, into the new engine of The Last of Us 2, and that's clearly what they did if you look at the characters and the world. So all of this just smells like a big fat cash grab. I'm actually really happy that they did this because I really like this game and I would play it again with those amazing graphics, but the price is just too high. So what I'm gonna do is just wait until it comes on the second-hand market and then buy it there. I also think that the name remake is used too often. This is not really a remake. Resident Evil 2, now that was a complete remake, rebuild of the game. Because not only did they do the textures, the lighting, and the graphics and the characters, but they did the whole level, the whole game. So Resident Evil 2 is worthy of the name remake. And don't get me started on GTA the Definitive Edition, because that was just one big dumpster fire. But luckily, The Last of Us is certainly not as bad as GTA the Definitive Edition. It's a lot better done. Actually, I just came up with some better names for the Last of Us different versions. Let's call the PS4 version the upscaled version instead of the remastered version. And let's call the PS5 version the remastered version, because that's what it is. It's a remaster, and a very good one, but it's not a remake. If they made The Last of Us a bit bigger, with some new buildings that you could explore and different pathways to get everywhere, then I could call it a remake. But even then, it still wouldn't be worth that much money. If you think about it, we actually pay more each time this game comes out. I believe on the PS3 version it was something like 49 euros, and the PS4 version was 57 euros when it came out, and now it's 70 or 80 euros for basically the same game from 2013. And the game is not even complete because the online version is not there. So you're paying more money for less game. I'm really wondering what they are going to do with that. Are they going to put the online version in if you pay extra for it? That would be very scammy. But I also want to talk about what I want from Naughty Dog to make. I really want that they make a game of Tommy and Joel before the story of Ellie. Because so many years went by from the moment of the outbreak until Joel met Ellie. Because Joel was around some very bad people with the outbreak, and I think he did a lot of bad stuff with Tommy. So I think that would be a very interesting game, and then we can play again with Joel. So I would love it if Naughty Dog made that game with Joel and Tommy. And I'm very curious if you guys also would love a game like that. And I would also like to talk about Uncharted, because that's also from Naughty Dog. I think it would be very cool if they did a remake of Uncharted 1, 2 and 3. I think 4 is not really necessary, but it would be very cool if they did a bundle of those 4 games for like $60. And of course, now I want to know what you think about everything I just said in this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have other thoughts? Please let me know and put them in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos. You all have a nice day now. Bye!